Look at her. Lady Red, gold lady. Oh, Adam, she's slaying. Look at her. Look at her. Yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Look at Her, the show where we have our superstar guest look at some of the queens she's met, worked with, played with, and slayed with, and she'll spill a little tea.
Oh, just a touch.
Unsubstantiated, or even if they need it, throw a little shade. Or just tell us something we don't know. Today we are with the legendary VARLA Jean Merman. Yes. Oh, we forgot to look at him.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Find Trannika on Instagram at @that_boy, spelled in the gay way. All right. Lady Red, we're back here with the legend. We're having fun today, aren't we?
I live.
Yes, you do.
I really do. I really do.
Oh, very nice. Thank you, Lady
Red.
Red.
She's wonderful. She inspires me. Oh, God. Yeah. Seriously. No,
I'll have what she's having.
All right, so now, Varla, you've seen the show before. You know how to play this game.
I'm excited.
All right, we're going to look, and you're going to spill.
Okay.
All right, let us begin. Look at her. Trudy Styler.
Oh my God, she hates my guts. I went to Elton John. I was in London performing, and Elton John came to my show. Oh no, he came to my show first in LA at the Renberg Center, and they said, somebody's here to see you, and there's Elton John.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God. And he came with all his friends, and they had a great time. And so he had a big Oscar party, you know.
The one he does, yeah.
Yes, and it was in this venue on where the Abbey is. And so I was invited to the party, but then his butler loved me so much, he was like, come on downstairs. And that was the room with Russell Crowe and Sigourney Weaver and all these people. And Whitney Houston was there.
Whoa.
And Macy Gray had, oh God, I have a bunch of stories from this. Macy Gray had gone into the bathroom, and her eyes were like rolling back in her head. And wait, can't tell the story now because now Whitney's dead. So it's just like... Anyway, let's move on. But then I'm just standing there. I'm standing there, and I have on these shoes, my Clearly Specials, honey, like you have. And look, see how the nail? See, I've worn them so much. There's a nail at the bottom. Yes. And I'm too cheap to buy new ones. And so I got my nail of my shoe caught in Trudy Styler's dress.
Oh,
and she had that hummingbird dress with all the embroidery, the Galliano, and it had tulle all on the bottom. And my nail was caught into the tulle dress, and I just start walking, and it was ripping all the tulle out of her dress, where her bodyguards tackled me to get it off my shoe. Yeah. I never was invited back to that Elton John party. But he actually wrote about it and said how I trod on everyone's frocks.
Oh my God.
I did, yeah.
How cunty.
Yeah, I know.
He trod on everyone's frocks.
I know.
Wow. Oh my God, that's good. So apparently you're not starring in Freak Show based on the Jaymes book.
No, I won't be in now, I guess. Oh.
All right, that was good. Logo. Buckley.
Betty Buckley. Oh my God! I did scenes from Carrie. You know, she's in the movie Carrie, but she did the musical Carrie, which was a huge flop.
Right, one of the biggest.
One of the biggest, besides Lucky Guy, that I was in. And oh God! And so she did a cabaret act with Seth Rudetsky, and she asked me to sing because I had already been doing the songs of Carrie, and the music is really beautiful. So I was doing the songs with someone in a cabaret, and Betty heard about it. She was like, I want Varla to do it with me. So I sang the part of Carrie, but you know, she didn't, I guess, think it through because I come out and she's like, Carrie, you're not like other girls, you know, and I'm like 10 feet taller than her. And they got all this laughs. But in rehearsal, you know, she's supposed to grab me, and she was kind of reading her script out of a book. And so I would sing, let me go, let me go. And she wouldn't be grabbing me. So I would kind of like bump into her, grab me, and you don't give Betty Buckley direction on stage when you're another actor. So she goes, I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna grab you. Just pull away from me as hard as you can. I'll grab you. So in the performance, she grabbed and I pulled as hard as I could, and she went down. We were doing 2 shows that night. She cut it the second show.
Oh my God.
I was hiding under the piano. Anyway.
You love beating up old famous ladies. That's what we've learned about you so far.
I gotta get him.
All right. Look out. Blast from the past.
Oh my God.
Look at that little baby Varla right there.
It's like Blair St. Clair with an eating disorder. Yeah, look, yeah, that's me. That was way back in the day when I would just, wear anything from Goodwill, and I mean, I just, back in the day. Oh God.
Drag was a different time then. Like now, because of Drag Race, all the girls are expected to be at the peak and the top of the contour and everything's
How
together.
Can they do? I didn't even contour before the Drag Race was on TV. I mean, so we all talk about that. The makeup has just changed so much because these girls are so great and talented. You gotta keep up. I was even talking with Lady Red. Drag styles have changed so much throughout the years. Like it used to be, we'd do pencil thin brows, and now of course you do these big fat brows if yours move. And just drag styles have changed so much because of Drag Race.
Yeah. What would you tell that little young dragoon in that picture?
Oh God. Save your money.
Right. We would all say that to ourselves.
Get an SEP IRA. You don't know what that is, but you should have.
Look at her.
Oh my God.
The girls will be girls.
I know. Look how young we all are.
Fresh.
That's Jack Plotnick, who's Evie, who's just so hysterical, and he's in movies all the time.
Oh, yeah.
He has small bit parts, and he's
Huge commercials.
Yes.
He directed that great space station movie.
Oh God, he's so great. And then of course Miss Coco, who's a huge inspiration of mine, and a great person, and a great friend. And I'll never forget. Miss Coco's such a great person. Like I remember telling her a story, and I was so mad at a friend of mine, and she was like, "You realize you're the one that's wrong, don't you?"
Oh, wow.
I know. I just thought that was hilarious because she's very, she's going to tell you. She's like Judge Judy.
She definitely.
She's going to tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever think of touring together as the girls? I mean, I know that we know that the movie is in limbo, the sequel, but.
Yeah, we actually we talked a few times about doing that, especially after it was so big. We were going to do a touring show, but Jack works all the time, and it was just hard to get together. But I think we should, if this movie doesn't come out, we've got to do something. So we should do it. Yes, let's do it.
Yes, we made it happen right here. Okay, let's look at her.
Oh my God, yes, that's Joe. That was when I was on Project Runway.
There's your nautical look.
Yes, hiding the naughty bits. And and I actually made that belt because you were allowed to bring your own accessories. So I made that belt, and my friend Ramona, I came home and I said, you have to make me earrings. And so the earrings my friend just made out of glitter and foam core.
Wow.
All of that, yeah.
But that's cheating. Go back in time and rip that title away from him.
You're allowed to do your own accessories, and you're allowed to help the person.
Oh.
The model can help the contestant on Project Runway.
Very good.
Yes.
Look at him. Well, daddy, daddy. Now, people at home are like, who is that? Well, that man is this lady right here. That man is this lady.
And that's actually at my gym in Provincetown behind the theater. Yeah, it is. That's what I was working
You
out.
are giving full-on daddy vibes, sweetie.
Just a little bit.
Now, are you in a relationship with a much younger man as you were several years ago?
Oh, I'm not now, but we're really good friends.
Okay, but now you're just plowing through all the twinks that come upon you.
Yeah, I like daddies myself now.
Oh, do you?
The pendulum has swung.
Daddy for daddy. That's fun. Now, has it been something where you always wanted to? We talked in the main show about where you called someone, we're like, de-drag the house. Yeah. Has the balance to, be Varla but still get laid been something that's been a challenge?
Yeah, Drag Race really changed everything where people didn't look at you as like total freaks, now just mild freaks. It just changed it. People aren't so scared of it. Before, I just think people couldn't really, and I think that's because you see them in and out of drag on the show. So you really see that some people are just, you can like them either way. And it's definitely changed. I mean, it was so different. I mean, I remember not ever wanting to tell anybody. I remember I only did this one time. I went to London and I met this guy and he was so hot. And then he said, meet me and my friends out at this pub. And I went and the guy one of his friends recognized me. And he said, you're Varla Jean Merman. I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. I completely just lied and said I didn't know. Now I tell people because who cares, But that's how you get older too, and you worry. I mean, you worry so much when you're young about what people think, and it's just a waste of time.
Mm-hmm. You forsaked your name for the dick.
I did. Well, I would do that anytime. Fuck her.
Look at her! For part 2 of Look at Her, click here. For more incredible episodes of Look at Her, click down here. And don't forget to subscribe!